Maestro, I'm sorry that I missed attending Seuseungnim's last inspection travel in Eastern Europe, but it is a pleasure to meet you here. It is difficult for Italians to grasp the concept of reincarnation because of Catholicism and Catholic culture. Please explain the eternal cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and the life of the soul after death. Thank you. You might not know a lot about reincarnation because they don't talk about it in Christianity, even though Buddhism has been dealing with it a lot. It is easy to consider it as a tall tale or a legend because people cannot understand it clearly. What is reincarnation? When we studied a little while ago, I said that our bodies and souls could be separate or combined. A human being has united both body and soul. But even when we discuss this scientifically, we refer to this physical flesh as a human being. The body itself cannot be a human being. When the soul enters the body and combines with a human flesh, we then call it a human being. In the East, since spiritual studies have developed a lot, we talk about our souls. That's why we call human being as 인간, which means in between. Also in Christianity, they talk about our souls and they teach about it. But we didn't study appropriately what a soul is. When we become complete human beings, it means our souls that have spiritual energy have come into our bodies, which are our physical flesh. But in order for this soul to grow, it needs a physical body and this third-dimensional world, which is this planet. The cosmos, which is a collection of matter, is also required for our souls to grow. The soul is immaterial energy, and this physical body is material energy. The soul itself, that holds spiritual power, cannot develop on its own. Therefore, we need a physical body in which we can discern with our brain. The reason we come to earth is to grow our souls. Then, why do the souls continually reincarnate? When the society has developed, basically by the growth of our souls, the souls should come again and again by gaining physical bodies in subsequently developed conditions. In this advanced world, those souls can evolve further because people's discernment has become increasingly sophisticated. In that way, we must continuously come to make our souls grow through reincarnations. We have received the body, and we have come into the world once, twice, and 3 times, and etc. Reincarnation, that our souls receive the body and then come repeatedly. Then do we go to heaven after this life? No. Our souls stay in the 4th dimensional world, which is called middle heaven, until we receive the body again and come back to earth. During this time, there is an arrangement period. Reincarnation is something that is directly related to us and is not just a theory. The time has come for us to know this precisely such truth. This way, we can use the energy of this knowledge only when our souls have matured. In the spiritual world, we are gods. Many people might think that God is the only God that Christians preach about. However, God is heaven, earth, and the universe itself as an enormous mass of energy, and our souls within this are also gods. You might not clearly understand this if I speak only briefly about this, so I'll give you another example to help you comprehend. God can do everything. Then what are we, as soul gods, human spirits, doing in this world? We are naming this cup. We are naming things. Animals cannot make names. Only humans that are gods can make a name for everything and prove it. But does God put a name on things? Did God name this? No, we are naming things. Because we're gods, we can name different areas, make people's names, and write our own names. This can never be done by animals or by gods without bodies. Even God can't make the name of heaven and earth in this world. God cannot do that. Only human beings can name things based on how mature they are. Humans are also putting names on those stars in the sky. We name that star as that. Only gods can do this. Making a product and naming it carpet is something only gods can do. When a dog is born, we call it a dog and name it. Could you give me an example for a dog's name? Is there any common name for dogs? Anybody can give me one example? Jeff. Yes. As only gods can name things, and dogs can never make names, we can name and put a title on everything because we are gods. Because we're gods, humans started making all kinds of names, such as trees, grass, on this planet, and we have developed to this point. Eventually, humans are going to analyze every particle in the universe and name them. We have grown up this much and are now actively researching the cosmos. From now on, tremendous development will take place. Those who are on their last life, since they have a fully grown mass of spiritual energy, the work they accomplish will be extraordinary. The cycle of reincarnation is nearing an end. Those with no more reincarnation will never come back to the earth with a human body. Then, where do we go after death? When our souls shed the flesh of our bodies, we'll go to a place where we cannot have a physical body again. Where we go is in the galaxies. There is a reason why we're studying the universe by making a name for everything. In the future, we'll go to manage all of the galaxies. Because the galaxies have fully evolved, we as gods will go to operate these galaxies. It's a little sudden to tell you this, but this era has begun in which our reincarnations are nearing the end. We've completed our development of this planet. We've developed everything, and the souls that have finished their lost cycle of life have nothing more to learn on Earth. Thus, these gods will go to the galaxies and operate them. Tremendous energies have now formed in the galaxies. Even in our galaxy alone, there are so many planets. It could be billions, or 10 billions, or thousands, billions of galaxies. Even in our own galaxy, there are so many planets with so many different energies. And each planet has materials with different properties, so all of these vast planets are operating differently. We've fully matured here, and the galaxies also grew and evolved. And the time has come for us to get out of our galaxy. This is how reincarnation is going to finish.